What's up, man? Billy, man. It's fucking Star Wars Day.
I know, dude.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
And also our 9th episode.
I know, dude. I know, man.
I'm so excited.
Hey, on Thursday, we're giving away that $25 Amazon gift card. We're gonna let them. We're gonna let everyone know in our post tomorrow.
Yeah.
How you could win it. But
I'm fucking excited. I think honestly, I don't care if there's peace in the Middle East tomorrow, or if they figure out how to cure AIDS and road hunger. The May the 4th and our episode 9 being on the same days is about as good as Taco Tuesday being on Cinco de Mayo. Taco
Tuesday on. Yep, I got that. Well played. Well played. That took a minute, man.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired today, dude.
Did you have a long work day?
Oh, my God, dude. It was just
working
ridiculous.
them hoes and whatnot?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm laughing. It was actually really, really lonely and boring. It's just the heat, dude.
What's the temperature like down there?
It was 8. It was almost 90 today.
Jesus. So you got to be sweating like a whore in church.
I sure am. Even worse when I went in the confessional booth. The priest was like, "So, confess your sins. How much time do you have?"
It's getting pretty warm up here as well, man. I started going for a few runs, and like 5 minutes into it, and I'm like, "Oh, this is a terrible mistake.
This is the worst decision I've made all day."
And it's still so early.
Give me 5 minutes, I'll make another one.
Right?
No, dude, it's just I hate the up and down, the huge temperature swings, like the crazy ones that we have. It's like I'm tired of it. Where it's I think tomorrow we're supposed to have a rainstorm. It's supposed to drop like 40 degrees.
A little bit of rain too, allegedly.
Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, at least it's Taco Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo, so I'm sure all the Mexican places will have really good takeout and curbside pickup deals.
Dude, speaking of curbside, I was at the bank after work today.
Cashing that money?
No, for 45 minutes in line just to deposit a check.
He's the one to talk about flashes.
No, seriously, you're like 10 years older than me. Sweating like my mom. Jesus, Meg. Holy crap. That was beautiful. Just give me the gift card. Don't make me come take it. What are you going to spend it on, Matt? What are you going to spend your gift card on?
You know exactly what he's going to spend his $25 Amazon gift card on.
What?
Movies or tactical shit.
That's true. It's probably the movies.
Yeah. There's a lot of good shit not coming out, so he's got to get some classics. So you're at the bank.
What, cap guns?
He's gonna wait for the COVID to go away and everybody to return their shit to the gun stores. He's gonna go get a real nice one on discount.
What do you guys think of this? Is it good? Do you like it?
No, Matt doesn't care.
He doesn't give a shit.
So you're at the bank, which is bunk in Arabic, by the way. They take it from the French.
Oh, that's great, dude. Stop taking that class. It's starting to scare me.
It's over. I got a B. No big deal.
Low budget, my friend. Yes. No, dude, it was just this stupid. I'm ready for this shit to be over. I'm ready for COVID to just go home and just be done with. I'm just 45 minutes just waiting to deposit money.
In the bank?
No, I can't go in the bank. I had to wait in line in my car, and they had 2 windows open.
You can't deposit it at the ATM?
And for some reason, the old ATM wasn't working.
Naturally.
Yeah, so the old fuck in the Mercedes convertible in front of me couldn't figure out how to open the tube.
Doesn't it
there's a latch. You just you could. Some of them have the twist top where it just opens at the top, and then some open in the middle. It's just you literally just.
You pop the little latch open, put your secret in there, put it in the vacuum tube, mail it off to the government.
Yeah. Then we had fucking Einstein in front of us.
Yeah.
And his little shitty Mercedes. They couldn't figure it out. So It was good, dude. So what happened was I started hearing the Purge theme again in my head.
That's where those hot flashes Matt was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, here we go. Like, this is where it goes.
I was like, sweet baby Jesus with your little golden fleece diaper and your angel wings. Please make the Purge become a reality.
You probably could have got away with Jesus. It. I hear that the courts will let you make one PTSD claim before you have to go to jail. So
really, is that what?
That's what I hear, anyways. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but
this is true. It is true.
That's what he's talking about. It's in the wrist, guys. It's in the wrist.
What is it? What did Andrew Dice Clay say? He goes, "You use your one hand, and you lay on your other one, and when it's completely dead, our straight sister comes up behind you. It's nice."
The stranger.
Oh, it's our
there is. The world's okay, Marine. Thanks for joining us early, Chris. We missed you last week. We missed you last week. Chris was tied up in other things, and I don't have anything funny to say about that because he has nothing else to do. So I don't know why he wasn't here last week or last episode, which are the same thing.
This is true.
So today being May the 4th, this is a special shout to my friend Stacy real quick. Stacy's a really big Star Wars fan, and I saw a post that my friend Liz made. Liz and her husband are stationed in Italy. It was from U.S. Naval Forces Europe, U.S. 6th Fleet, posted a photo of a couple of ships with the Millennium Falcon and an X-Wing flying around. And it says,
that's pretty cool. That's actually
I thought it was pretty cool. But it said the U.S. 6th Fleet recently conducted a joint air defense exercise with the hashtag Millennium Falcon and a T-65B hashtag X-Wing hashtag Starfighter. Exercises like these increase our capabilities and help with interoperability across the hashtag Galactic Alliance. Well, joke's on you, 6th Fleet, because the Space Force is here, to which we immediately recognize and still shit all over the Coast Guard.
Have you put your application in to be a door gunner?
They're not taking people in my field. Oh, to be a door gunner? Yeah. No, they said no prior service people with trigger experience. So,
what? That's so stupid.
But it's
sharp laser beams.
It's such freaking laser beams on their heads. I still think it's funny that the Space Force has existed for 5 minutes. We shit all over the Coast Guard. The only good Coast Guard thing was that movie with Chris Pine, The Finest Hours, where he rescues those dudes in the storm on like that 30-foot sloop or whatever the heck it was. I don't know all the lingo, if we're being honest. But that was a pretty good one. Every other thing else, Coast Guard, you're just like, you tried. It's okay.
So I found a patch for you, Hugh.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
This is when when you when you become a door gunner, I'm gonna buy this for you.
Space Shuttle Door Gunner. Oh, yeah. I will join the ranks. Get out of here, ads. Nobody wants you.
Ads.
Don't sign up and take 10% off.
You're gay.
Space Shuttle Door Gunner. Absolutely. That thing looks fantastic.
Look at this. Wear your mil-spec monkey patches in the field or just for fun. The hook and loop backing allows them to easily attach to hats, coats, and packs.
Hook and loop is generic Velcro, by the way.
Yes.
Velcro's a brand.
What other shit they got on here?
Oh, they got some good shit.
Fur missile tactical dog PVC patch. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, the little fur missile. You never seen the photo of the dude going in and he's got his Malinois with the muzzle on. It's like, put me in, coach, put me in.
That was awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna get you that whenever you become an official Space Force door gunner.
I think it's funny because the U.S. 6th Fleet can make jokes all they want to, but if we don't have a fleet of Millennium Falcons or X-Wings within 10 years, nerds are gonna riot because that's the only reason that they're joining up. And I guarantee, I can almost guarantee recruitment is going to skyrocket because do you know what comes out at the end of this month?
No, what?
On May 29th, Steve Carell's new Netflix series, Space Force.
Oh, that's right, dude. He's like a general or a captain.
He's the general. Yeah. No, he's the general who is tasked with creating the Space Force. And John Malkovich is one of the supporting characters, along with Noah Emmerich.
John Malkovich is in the show?
Yes. And Noah Emmerich, who I remember from the Jim Carrey movie where they were recording his life. It's not Liar. It's
Oh shit. Matt, what is that show?
One of these people. Yeah. What's that movie with Jim Carrey and Noah Emmerich, and they record his whole life for the entirety of it. Noah Emmerich, who's his best friend, is going to be in the show with him. I can almost guarantee recruitment is going to go up for this.
What is the name of that show? That is pissing me off now. Damn you, Hugh.
Somebody will think of it.
Damn you.
I think I'm more excited, though, that it's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
It is. And I think I remember interviews where Steve Carell was like, no, we could never redo The Office. The jokes were.
Thank you. There you go, Tiana.
Truman Show. Thank you, Tiana. Appreciate it. Truman Show.
Oh, no, she's not going to let me hear.
Steve Carell said he won't redo The Office or you couldn't redo The Office because the jokes were not appropriate anymore. They were funny back then. They were on the line for sure.
It's true.
But Netflix is I think affording people an opportunity to re-explore areas of comedy where before a network would be like, no, we're not going to do that. That's going to hurt our ratings.
Actually, Joe Rogan was talking about that on his podcast. Matt's going to kill me. He hates Joe Rogan. But
I love Joe Rogan.
I do too.
My feet are strong, Joe Rogan.
But he was talking about that. I was backtracking, listening to some of his old podcasts with Nikki Glasser, the comedian, the female comedian. She's just
funny.
She's hilarious, dude.
And she's abusive too. She's almost abusive with her comedy.
Oh yeah, it's insane. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. But he was talking about that today. Well, from what I was listening to.
Yeah.
But she's brutal, dude.
She is brutal. And there's some of those things you can't.
She has Netflix specials, doesn't she?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're funny.
Yeah, no,
you
they
just
are.
Couldn't get away with some of that stuff on a network anymore. And Netflix is like, oh, you were offended and we're gonna shut that show down? Okay. Hey, Witcher. You want to go 4 seasons or 7? Okay.
Yeah,
do whatever they want to. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, whose career is almost dead? We're gonna Stranger Things, 5 seasons. Oh, David Harbour, you want to go do whatever the fuck you want to? Okay, just be back for season 4, buddy. Like,
yeah,
they don't give a shit.
That's exactly true. But it's awesome. It's like even like with like Dave Chappelle's old stuff is.
Oh yeah.
Stuff
you're not going to find on reruns are coming back on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon because they're like, guess what? We make our money from a millions of other avenues. We don't give a shit if you find one thing offensive.
So me and the kids just watched Back to the Future 2 on Netflix, which is always great. But even stand-up comedians like, well, Joe Rogan's got a bunch of specials. His
are funny.
He's fucking brutal, bro.
His are funny.
Joe
Burr's in the same boat.
Bill Burr's in the same boat. Joe Coy. Have you heard of him?
I've heard Joe Coy, yeah.
Hilarious. Have you ever watched his?
I watched one of them. I can't remember what it's called.
So he does this one bit where it's the very beginning. I think he's in Seattle. And he was talking about the casino there and how the Native Americans buy it. Own it, and he was like, you know what? He goes, if I could get the chance, I'd marry Pocahontas. He goes, it would be amazing. He goes, little Filipino Pocahontas babies. And he goes, I would only marry her for the simple fact that I would have to get like one of those. We'd have like 10 kids, and we'd have like one of those big vans where you're gonna load them up, and just so I could sit there and count, go 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians.
Yeah,
dude, I heard that I was dying, man.
I watched all the Bill Burr skits, and what I liked about him is that anytime things were not going his way, he would be like, "Oh, they're too real for you."
Yeah,
and then they would start laughing again. They'd realize, "Oh, it's a comedy show. Like I don't have to agree with it for it to be funny."
Dave Chappelle does that shit too, because like he made some joke, and he was like, "Listen here, you weak bitches. If you can't handle this, you might as well leave now." We're like,
Yep. I'll tell you what. Before we get into the next segment, there's one other thing I want to complain about.
Absolutely, go.
So I really fucking hated the Twilight phenomenon. The whole series of books and the movies and the tours and everything. I fucking hated them. I watched the movies. I did. Yep. I synced them all. I synced it. I didn't read the books though. And
the last one was pretty brutal for like the context of what those movies were.
Sure. I'll give you that. Stephanie Meyer is releasing a new book, is
it's called The Vagina Monologues
2.0.
2.0.
Fang. No, it's I can't remember what it's called, but it's from the main character, Edward, who's played by Robert Pattinson. It's from his point of view, which just nuts me the fuck up because you're telling me
what?
You sat down and thought, I bet I could write a book about the point of view of a vampire whose age I don't know, but I'm sure somebody watching this does, who didn't stop any wars from happening. He didn't cure anything. He didn't create a clandestine economy. He dicked down a high school girl in Forks, Washington.
Down a high school
in Forks, Washington. In which the Forks was like, finally we're on the map.
No, dude, I heard they actually had to like increase their police force.
Yeah, I've been up there.
When it became, I heard it's nice.
It's nice. There's a red truck and there's like the Indian reservation stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, I heard there's like 9 people that live there.
You'd be pretty liberal with 9.
You'd be pretty liberal with 9.
Yeah,
the Jones family has established Forks and lived there since 1712.
I just think I didn't really care for the Divergent movies either. And I know that was like, there's a whole young adult phase. There's like a whole young adult phase of book movie combinations. They just started hitting, right? You know, like Maze Runner is in the same category. They all just kind of, flicker out. I don't even think Divergent got its final movie. But you're telling the young adult thing, at least J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter, had the decency to create a whole universe. She's doing the Fantastic Beasts movie, which are 64 years before the first Harry Potter movie was dead.
And they're amazing.
Yeah, and they're like, we're gonna do 7 of these. Oh, dope.
Yeah, when's the next one coming out? Actually, Johnny Depp's in those, and he actually did a pretty damn good job.
A lot of people gave him crap about it the same way they gave Heath Ledger a lot of shit about the Joker. But last I checked, Heath Ledger has a fucking Oscar for the Joker. He is dead, but that notwithstanding, I just think that. I really hated the fucking hype around. I know I'm trying to gloss right over because I know you hate that kind of shit sometimes.
No, I'm just fucking dying laughing. I don't hate it. It's
the audacity of this bitch to not be like, oh, you have all this history, like you created that vampire Illuminati thing with the red capes. You could have picked any other time period in like the history of making that organization, and you could have got those people back. You could do any time period, any location, because you brought that multi-ethnic vampire army together.
Yep.
No, you're just like, oh, I'm going to tell it from the point of view of Edward. Oh, the dude who's about to play the fucking Batman? Who's got bought.
Did you see the sneak peek?
It looks great.
Yes. And I hate to say that.
He's got like some thing where he doesn't care. He doesn't like working out. I guess he's like, I don't want to say he's afraid of it, like you might be afraid of like a spider or something.
Okay.
But he doesn't like to work out. He hates it, but he did it for the movie. I guess he gained like 20 plus pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I heard he gained like 20 to 30 pounds of just straight muscle.
And he has been very vocal about his disdain for the character of Edward Cullen. And I'm like, we're about to get the Batman, and you're gonna ruin it. Because your book is going to come out and people are going to want him for interviews and shit. And frankly, DC ain't going anywhere. Twilight will be dead in another 5 to 10 years because if you're not going to expand your book universe, you can just fuck right off. So that's what I got on Stephanie Meyer. She could eat a big bag of dicks. She's my bag of dicks for the week.
Oh,
yeah. Stephanie Meyer's my bag of dicks for the week. If you're not going to expand your fucking universe, it's just lazy fucking writing. You're going to re-release the same fucking Twilight book series from Edward's point of view. And she was like, oh, there was a lot going on with Bella, but, I think I'm going to go more in depth with it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah, I just...
Trending worldwide on Twitter.
It goes back to what I said in a couple other previous episodes. Like, you're just doing what you got to do to stay relevant. Well, write a better series of books. Because when I was growing up, I was taught that if you were going to be a writer, if you were an author, if you were a literary genius, you were creating new content. You were creating...
You're not remolding content that was already out there. Right. You're creating new stories. And I understand some stories are going to maybe similarities will overlap.
Sure.
That happens.
But there's a fucking theory that every Stephen King book is related. You know what I mean?
I can see that, though.
Oh man, there's a good video. I'll send it to you, and I'll even post it in the link.
I can see that.
There's who's it? Clive Cussler, the Dirk Pitt novels. Then there's either a classic car or a character named Dirk, whether it's a human or a pet or something in every one of them.
Wait, Meg, who are you talking to?
She's definitely talking to me. She's definitely talking to me. Yeah, fuck off, Meg. But yes, I just, if you're just rewriting a book from a different person's perspective, it would be different for me if you did that all at the same time. You know what I mean? If you released 4 books that was Twilight Part 1 from the chick, Twilight Part 1 from Robert Pattinson, Twilight Part 1, the werewolf dude, and you release them all at the same time, sure. Absolutely. That would be a smart idea. But I couldn't even tell you when the last Twilight movie came out, and it's X many years later, you're like, here's what I'm going to do. That just seems lazy. That's all I'm saying.
No, yeah. What drives me nuts is with books, you don't see the overlap that much. But I am so tired of the same recreation of movies. Yeah, like how many Spider-Mans can you fucking have?
Stallone just said they're going to make a Judge Dredd 29 sequel. No, he said he's going to make a Judge Dredd sequel.
The Expendables 16. Right? What the fuck are we gonna? What are we doing here?
To his credit, though, Rambo: Last Blood is more believable than
Dude.
Creed 2.
The end of that movie
I can't get over it, man. It's so good.
I couldn't believe he did that.
Yeah, it was good. We're not gonna put. It's been out for a while. We're not gonna put any spoilers. If we're gonna spoil anything, we'll tell you ahead of time. But that is good. Yeah. But it's more believable than Rocky still coaching boxing. A Vietnam vet going to that extreme is much more believable.
Oh yeah, where did he live? Where was his homestead? Was it Texas?
Arizona.
Or Arizona. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That was considered his home, like where he grew up.
Say what you want about it being a fucking border wall movie, but look what happens.
Dude, the tunnels he dug under his property.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if in 10 or 15 years I go visit Matt and he's like, hey, don't tell Danique.
Look at the new side-by-side I got. Also, his hatch opens up in the ground and
right, you gotta fucking sit on the back end of that thing.
Like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's what I got for the week. So, if you want, I created a good game for us.
Oh, absolutely, dude! I'm all about the game.
It's a COVID-themed trivia game. It'll be amazing. Don't show your mother.
So real quick, before we get to that, we got to thank Poddecks again. So we have a code, which I'm going to put right here. So if you go to Poddecks, if you're just interested, you can buy one of them, or you can buy the whole set, 5. They already have a deal going on with them, and on top of the code, you'll save even more money.
Our code will work with their current deal?
Yes.
Oh,
so you can type in Liberty Risk Podcast 2. When you go to checkout, you'll see it. It'll enter discount code or promo code. Go ahead and put that in there. The best thing about it is we'll get a little percentage of that savings. It kicks back, and we're going to put it directly back into the podcast, which is the whole sole purpose. So the cool part is each deck, as I explain every week, we got episode deck, 2 interviews decks, what the heck deck, and a would you rather deck. And each one has 50 cards in it. We shuffle them randomly for the episode decks. We pull 2, which I have right here. And
we will go over after the game.
But they're also fun. I mean, you can the topics they have. You could have. It's almost what's that game?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, and you can go back. We've used these in a few other episodes. Our episode 4 and 5, I think, with Pete. And
yeah, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, and you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to reach out to me and Hugh, or you want to be a guest, and we could talk about that. We should talk about that on one episode.
What's that, starting a podcast?
How to start your own podcast. I think that would be pretty good.
I mean, it's not that difficult. You need a person who knows what they're doing, which is you, and then a person who's pretty good at filling in hours with bullshit, which is me.
Yeah. So
yeah, there you go. You're 80%.
We play well together, Hugh.
For you. So yeah, we're gonna do our Or
Yeah, what's the
Poddecks after we do the game. What is the white one called? Why can I not remember?
The episode deck.
Episode deck.
Every
Other
time
than
I
my
say
TBI
deck, I
one.
feel like it sounds like dick, and it's
I mean,
just
you have to really pronounce deck so that people aren't like, motherfuckers said dick.
Deck, D-E-C-Ks.
Oh, he says he got episode dick.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for one of them. One of those two to make a comment. I'm just like, dicks, fleshlights, like.
Marines
and
go down
Taylor,
a really quick hole.
not to blow your comment off. That the Rambo movie was an amazing movie. That was.
She hasn't
amazing.
seen any of the other four. She's only seen the fifth one.
Are you serious?
It was the only one that mattered. I gave her like a quick synopsis before she watched it. She was like, "All right, I'm good. Let's do this." Cried like a baby, like legit.
It was sad, dude.
I think it was like a more feminism thing than it was like a.
What got me wasn't who he went to go get that it happened to. It was the grandmother.
Yeah,
coming out.
That was the character I cared more about.
And then pushing him away and go. I
cared more about the grandmother than I did that fucking niece.
Horrible
fucking bitch. All right, game time. I'm so excited.
Oh,
nah. Anybody got time for that? Time for game time. I'm so excited. I put a lot of effort into this week's game. So, the Liberty Risk Podcast.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Ready? Round number one. You ready, Billy? All right. Okay, I hope you people are watching. This is going to be fucking terrible. It's like a train wreck. Don't look away.
I need a buzzer. How would you explain to your out-of-touch friends and family that quarantine is not like prison?
So, it's kind of like Family Feud. And there are 2 rounds. I know. And I'll tell you what. I was sober when I wrote this.
Shut the fuck up. This is so bad.
I know.
This is so bad. Okay, so how would I explain to my friends and family that quarantine is like prison?
Yes. How would you explain it in the quarantine? Oh, hold on. How would you that quarantine is not like prison?
Oh.
What are your guesses, Billy?
No butt sex.
In prison, someone's anus is getting traded like a hostess cake.
Yes! We're going to go ahead and take it. We're going to take it. We're not going to pass. Yes! Damn. Yeah. I am good at this game.
Quarantine is not like prison because nobody's ass is getting traded like a hostess cake.
I'm not. Okay, so.
That's fucking. I'll tell you what. It says a lot that I don't. You don't know the answers to this game, and the first thing that went to your head was butt sex.
It's very. I had a very rapey feeling.
Fair enough.
Hey, fish.
All right. What else do you think? What else do you think is if you had to explain to somebody, quarantine is not like prison?
Oh, quarantine is not like prison. I don't have someone shouting at me, lights off, lights off.
Well, I should remember the answers, but I think this is close. There you go. Schooling didn't change for prisoners.
There we go. That's fair. Close enough.
There you
Close
go.
enough. See.
All right. What's another thing you might say?
How would I explain it? It's not like prison.
It's not like prison.
Not like prison. Okay. Oh. I don't know, dude.
All right. I'll give you a freebie. You ready?
I'm stuck, dude. This is hard.
Even prisoners have yard time.
Oh, shit, bro. Well played.
Even prisoners have yard time. Now, a lot of them are getting out because it turns out crime ain't that big of a deal during the lockdown.
Yeah, dude. New York is just like, they like hit the release button on the fucking
they're like, we're going to let all of you out. But also, any of you who fled to Rhode Island are getting fucked.
It's true, bro. It's true.
Yeah. New York was like, what do we go? Fuck.
There's no social distancing in prison. Is that number 2?
No. Let's see what number 2 was. Prisoners are experts at social distancing and not seeing friends or family. Look at you, buddy. Fucking killing it over here. Fucking A.
I think I found my new job. Watch out, Steve. Watch out, Steve Harvey. I'm winning the vehicle. It's going to be great.
All right. So let's go to round 2. Are you ready?
Yeah. This is
round
fun.
2 is the opposite. Tell us what quarantine is actually like.
Oh, I feel like Satan himself is raping my soul repeatedly.
No one is hopefully trying to trade Uranus like a Hostess cake.
There we go. It's close enough.
Oh man, that's fucking fantastic. I don't even remember.
Just so everyone
knows,
I did not know the answers.
No.
To this.
I don't tell Billy what the answers are. I create the game with input from some random military friends of mine,
why we have an
or people in the asylums. Yeah, we're open for an attorney if anybody is hiring for free or wants to give me some free pro bono work. Yeah,
pro bono work, please.
No, so I don't tell Billy what the answers are. He has to find out like the rest of you, which is amazing for me. Hopefully, Grandma's not watching tonight.
Oh Jesus!
I know. All right, Billy, I'll give you another freebie. Okay. All
right, let's do this.
Late night talk show hosts are still getting paid despite not needing all those staff and crew somehow. Looking your way, late night talk show.
Dude, did you hear this shit on Ellen though?
No, I only watch Ellen when I'm deployed and I have to work nights.
Listen, it was actually funny. So she had her producer who was behind her. She had the floor to ceiling windows.
Yeah.
Right? The single pane windows. And he's outside working the remote microphone that's inside. And she put an envelope out there and he had to read it. And it was about the birds and the bees on how to explain to school kids. But dude, it was so adult related. Nothing that you thought you would hear about like on
Really?
Ellen. Yeah, he was like,
so was she like producing the show at home without the network?
So like he opens the letter. He's like, I can't read this. She's like, you have to read this. She goes, we're teaching children. So it was something like, oh, the cock bearing pigeon. Like, and these are real birds. These are real like birds and shit. And it was the way they worded it. It was so bad. I was like, so do you get to stroke the cocks if you catch them? Like, it was so bad, dude.
I might have to check that one out.
Yeah, that one was actually really funny.
This one is mostly aimed because these late night talk show hosts that are still producing from home, because I know they're getting paid the same amount.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like this is just like we talked about with businesses revamping how often people have to come to work and what meetings are going to be like.
It's going to be crazy, dude. It's going to be crazy to really see what
all these people are getting paid the same amount of fucking money. Turns out they don't need these mega studios in New York and LA or whatnot.
No.
So that's why quarantine ain't that fucking bad. That having been said, Jimmy Fallon, you're still a marvel and a gift to Americana. And if Billy and I ever make it big, I want you to be my first late night host interview. Please and thank you. Suck it, Kimmel.
Kimmel.
All right, you ready? What's your? Give me another guess. Let's see. I don't remember what they are, so I can just reveal them if we want to.
I want to relate one to the idiots you see wearing the gloves and then like eating the food, like I've seen. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't remember if I have an answer like that.
Or the moron that wears the mask like this today at the store, where it's like
down below his nose.
Oh, like underneath his lower lip.
Oh yeah. Listen, you can't all be 10s, man. Can't all be 10s.
I did see in the gas station today, this old lady turned around and like went to cough in her arm, and she like kind of missed, and the guy behind her just looked at her, and you could hear him whisper, "If she does that shit again, I'm gonna knock her out." It's just like, oh my god, you're both.
I love the people who drive down the road with the mask on
and the gloves.
Because I wonder if they lay in bed alone with the condom on already. Like, are you that prepared for what's going on in your life,
dude?
Do you go to your proctologist already having performed the exercise?
She's gonna come over. I know she's gonna come over. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Tonight's gonna happen. It's a quarantine. She shouldn't be here, but it's gonna happen.
She texts me back. I know she's coming over.
I just don't get it.
Yeah,
we'll go ahead and reveal number 3.
All right, go ahead.
The Quarantini is 2 shots of vanilla vodka, 2 shots of orange vodka, OJ, and Chambord. Shake with ice. The Quarantini is an actual drink now. It was a joke when we first started this, but now it's a thing.
Oh, dude, this weekend I definitely drank way too much whiskey.
First of all, whiskey is a grain. It provides energy. You can't drink too much of it. But go on.
No, I did drink too much of it. An entire bottle in like 4 hours.
Oh, but like, were you doing stuff?
Yeah, I was hanging out playing cards.
I'm trying to help you out here, man.
No, I wasn't doing anything, dude. It was literally a total bitch move, and I wound up like totally not feeling good at all.
That's the fucking worst.
No, it was horrible, dude. I don't really drink.
No,
so for me to stand up and get the spins, I went, I'm not 21 no more. I'm not 21 no more. It was really bad, dude. It was so. The next morning, I have not been.
You felt terrible? You spent the entire day like shooting Gatorade and Motrin trying to equalize the body again?
Oh, I told my girl, she went to the store and I was just like, can you please buy all their Gatorade? Every Gatorade that you see, put it in the cart. Like,
whenever I'm super hungover, I go down to the CVS and get a big old thing of Pedialyte, the one with the electrolytes and extra vitamins.
I miss having a medic on hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks.
Well, again, it can't all be 10s.
You can't all be 10s. That's right. Dude, I was such a bitch.
Final answer. What quarantine is actually like. Unlike prison, you can still vote, leave the house, order delivery, take out, make your own schedule, and so on.
Sober.
Yeah, and sober.
I love it. You did well.
I did okay. I did not bad.
Pretty damn good, bro.
This is a good one. This was a good one.
And
I just want to say about the voting, if you can, you should go. And I don't want to hear any of your shit about voter fraud's not a real thing. If you can go, because you've done your due diligence, go vote.
Yep, because voter fraud is very, very true.
Yeah, the Democrats had dead people from the Southwest voting.
Now, we're not talking about a couple.
No, it was a lot.
We're talking about,
and there were multiple confirmed cases of votes not making it, absentee ballots not being counted. Now, I'm not saying don't absentee vote. If you're military or you're disabled, you can't go. The absentee ballot is great for you. But if you can go, you should go. Because if you've been doing your due diligence, regardless of whether or not you think it's a violation of whatever amendment, you should be healthy enough to go fucking vote.
Facts, my friend. Facts. And that is a very good point because
what do I know?
There are very many of our friends who are not here to vote.
Yeah.
To give everyone out there watching the right to vote. So suck it up.
It's the fucking least you can do. If you're wearing your mask and your gloves in the car and the condom at night, hoping she'll come over, go vote, man.
Yeah, just go.
It's the least you can do.
And then you can go home and sadly run one out with your
condom.
Your aromatherapy diffuser and Kenny G playing with your salt lamp.
Into the condom for easy cleanup.
Into the condom, just throw it on the salt lamp and it'll just I'm finished. It heats it up.
That's how Damon used to do it before he got engaged. College was very lonely for him.
Oh my god. The salt lamp, I'm just picturing it too. Just this pathetic.
You start to like steam a little bit. You're like, Himalayan salt and bad ideas.
I was so sound asleep. What was that? What's that crackling noise? What is that? Oh, sweet Jesus, my salt lamp's on fire. It's a big
sweet Jesus.
Lava-filled fiery cum mess.
Hey, did I know, welcome aboard, Damon. Did we pick a meme of the day?
Oh no, you know what? We did not. And what's crazy is it's not that we didn't pick a meme of the day. We didn't have enough people really go in on this. So I'm gonna repin that to the top of the page.
Okay.
Right now.
But we had a good one. Like we picked out of the ones that came in.
We did.
Right?
Okay, so we'll do that one, but we need more.
Do you have it ready? Because I got like 2 or 3 minutes of dialogue. If you
go for it, dude. Because I'm gonna pull it up.
Yo, did you hear fucking Don Shula died?
Donnie.
Don fucking Shula, the winningest coach in the NFL. Fucking 26 of 33 years with the Miami Dolphins. 325 wins, 156 losses, 6 ties. Fucking coach from 63 to 95. Inducted to the Hall of Fame in 97. Stint in Korea. 8 months, if you can believe it.
Well, very, very true.
Motherfucker dropped bodies for America.
Yes, he did.
It was the only break in his coaching career. 90 years old, Don Shula. Crazy. I mean, not really crazy. He was fucking 90. But they made it clear it was not COVID related. which, before February was not an important fucking detail, but
he was just an old piece of shit.
Don Shula died. 33 years of coaching.
That's crazy, dude.
26 years in Miami. 26 years.
What sucks is that Marino never got that ring.
Wow. I mean, I guess we feel differently about that. Neither did Tony Romo, but it turns out Tony Romo's a better announcer than he ever was a quarterback.
Dude, what sucks is I'm a diehard Giants fan.
Well, you can't always tense.
That's true. Very true. Someone had to beat the Patriots. Anyway.
I fucking hate you. I might cry after this podcast tonight.
Twice. Yeah, twice. Okay, just making sure. I mean, what? One of our Super Bowls went down as the greatest Super Bowl ever.
Well, two of your Super Bowls at least proved to be Tom Brady's kryptonite.
Wow.
He did too. I saw that post. It was like the Dolphins were selling tickets or something.
Hey,
he was like,
David, I'll see you on the train to hell, buddy.
He was like pretty ballsy of them to think they could sell 15,000 tickets.
That's so fucked up. Well played.
I mean, the no Dallas Cowboys who paid Andy Dalton before they paid Dak Prescott. Good job, Jerry. This is it. This is the meme of the day. Congratulations to Meg Hall.
The best part is, Meg, there's not a single word on this fucking meme. And we all get it.
Billy and I talked about this.
Billy
and I talked about this because I felt
I don't give a shit.
We both thought this was the best.
I'm going to have to call an attorney tomorrow.
Yeah. We thought this was the best one, hands down. Problem is, I felt that maybe this would paint us as anti-something or other. But Billy and I both having worn the uniform downrange, we immediately thought it was hilarious. And Billy and I are fans of the dark humor, which, we unfortunately have to censor ourselves moderately on the show. But to be fair, whoa, fucking Christ.
Oh, I love our viewers. It doesn't get any better than that. No, dude. So here, I got a good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to do meme of the week. Every week we're going to do this little contest. And I think what we'll do is we'll start keeping tabs. So whoever has the most that we pick by the end of the year, we'll do some kind of prize. Because we're coming out. We got merchandise coming out here soon. Our website's going to be coming out here soon.
We do. I just talked to the guy who designed the current logo.
Meg. You're welcome. I'm going to say, Meg, that
that was pretty good.
I legitimately laughed out loud in a very uncomfortable place when I read that. It was great. I was in the store and I made myself look like an asshole. So well done.
Before 9 a.m. It was so early.
It was so early. Be like, look at these muscles. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet.
So talking about gear, I just talked to our guy, Lopez.
Very exciting.
He is down to design a couple of other slogans and logos and pictures for us to put on T-shirts.
I want like a Wolverine T-shirt because I'm thinking Logan.
Well, I'll make it happen.
Okay, good talk.
He's going to design our pictures, a couple of logos, a couple of stickers, and other merchandise and whatnot. We are in talks with somebody who's going to be able to get our gear out to you guys faster. His name is timely. It is Ramadan. Happened like 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe last week.
Tell me that is not one of the worst fucking holidays to go through when you're downrange.
Not for me.
I hated it.
I mean, I don't Ramadan.
Well,
I rub it on, but I don't Ramadan.
Well, one of the units I was with, we had to wind up doing it.
Our thing is they're always like, just don't eat or drink and smoke in front of the contractor.
That's what I'm like,
okay, fine. I don't work with them anyways. So I don't give a shit.
So
Lopez is designing some shit. We're putting some gear together. We got a guy. We're going to have him on for an interview in a couple weeks once they finish finalizing their situation. It's going to get us gear, which includes coins, T-shirts, stickers, lanyards,
coffee mugs, hats, all that
coffee
shit.
Mugs. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but some of you fucks actually do. Yo, fleshlight sleeves? That's not a terrible idea. It's not been done yet. It's the innards you got to worry about, but it doesn't mean you can't make it look pretty. You're on the outside, right?
It's going to be a risk.
It will be a risk. That's okay. That shit'll buff out.
Fucking bottle shards on the inside. Ma, look, I checked off with razor blades. It was horrible.
fucking awesome.
This is so gross. Did
Billy,
you take the condom off your salt lamp yet?
You got too many fucking problems in that room.
You sick piece of shit. Go get a girlfriend.
You know my problem with making fun of New Englanders is? My go-to name when you're making fun of a New Englander used to be Billy.
That's so fucked up. You know what? I hate it.
It's so easy. It's so New England.
Billy or Bob.
It's so go Yankees.
Look
fucking Tom Brady could do no wrong.
Or Tony. It's Billy or Tony.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to find a new name. One that rolls off the tongue a lot better. Billy, real quick, we picked 2 cards from last week, right? 2 episode cards.
Right here.
All right. Let's go ahead and wind up the show with our episode cards. What did we draw?
Share and discuss
the singer.
Your favorite podcast. So I'm going to. Mine is the Joe Rogan Experience. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. He's obviously, and this is coming from a political standpoint because he's not on the same side of the fence as us Republicans. But I also think that he does have his moments of neutrality, and he'll call out his side.
Sure.
So, but he's also fucking hilarious. But he has, to me, from a podcast, from podcasting like we're doing standpoint, this guy pumps them out.
He does.
It's insane. Like he has a dedicated building. He's got it's a 900 square foot building, and it's completely open floor plan. And it's just he has one big conference table. And it's just set up. That's all that building's for, is to just record the podcast. So the only way I can think how many I'd have to.
Does he do them every week too, or
he's
every day?
Almost 14. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I don't know how he does it, man.
1,400, I think.
Episodes?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. See, I don't watch as many podcasts as you do. I'm starting to watch a few more.
1,332. So
he's gonna have a big old 1,500 episode. I can't wait. He's probably my favorite podcaster right now too. And then, like I said, I don't watch as many of them as you do.
If he recorded a podcast every single day, every single day,
how long would it take him to get to where he's at?
3.5 years.
Oh fuck! Well, he doesn't do that. He's got to do more than one a day.
Well, see, the whole thing is for what we're doing, and we've told people this, is that we're going to take the audio and then we're going to transfer it once I edit the audio to clean it up to give it that podcast sound.
Nice playback sound.
Nice playback sound for when you're in your car and stuff like that. So we're going to take the chunk of them and put them on Apple, and the best part about it is we're going to back release all of episode 1.
Perfect. So everything will be available.
Everything will be available. So episode 1 will get released, and then maybe 3 days later episode 2, and then 4 or 5 days later episode 3. And then what we can do is, as we're going along doing these twice a week, we can just keep, and that's how you do them. Record 3 or 4 in a week, and then you just schedule it. And then you schedule them. But that's why you have he has a dedicated producing team.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got people that just do that.
Yeah. So
to him, because it's not like that's the only thing that he's doing either. He's getting out there. He's still going to work out. He's making guest appearances. He's going to the fights and whatnot. It's
absolutely
crazy.
Absolutely. So for what I'm doing here on a very simple end would take 3 people.
Sure.
So because I'm having
we'll get there, Billy. We'll get there.
We're gonna fucking get there, bro. Dude, did he talk to you the talks we've had from? Okay, so for those that don't know, we were on a previous podcast.
It was okay.
It was okay. It was okay, but it gave us that drive. So, and it's the consistency and the consistency and the drive. So, and the feedback we're getting from our viewers and is great. And that's what's pushing us even more, Yeah.
But I'm actually doing research for the show. Billy got super mad because we share access to the email, and I go in and I open a document for each episode, and I just type whatever falls out of my brain. So we got on to the green room tonight,
I wasn't mad. I was just like,
Billy was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What? What happened?" He goes, "You typed
3 pages.
Oh, is it three pages with the shit?
Fucking pages. No, actually, it's like 5 pages because we're not including the shit you sent to me in the Facebook messenger. Yeah, no, it was good stuff though, dude. Yeah, but it's awesome.
He was like, "What the hell, man?" I'm like, "Don't read it. That's just for me. I just had to get it organized."
My brain works that way. Just deal with it.
Yeah, had to do what you had to do. So yeah.
So Joe Rogan.
I'll have to start listening to more podcasts because I'm with you. I like the Joe Rogan experience, but I don't watch any other or listen to any other podcasts right now. So other than ours, I legitimately, once we're done, I go back and listen to see how I can critique myself and come up with new material and what I can change.
And I think that was one of the things actually brought up on his podcast. Do you ever go back and listen to your stand-up bits or your podcasts or stuff like that? And I think that's something that's very important because, and also to have a close-knit network of friends and family and stuff like that to give little tips and tricks on, hey, do this, hey, do that. We're getting that feedback all the time, which is great, and we actually like it. So
it's been a lot of fun.
If there's things that you see that we could do better or you want to see, always never hesitate to reach out and let us know. We have the email, and here it is again, if especially if you want to be a guest, but that's our email. Don't ever hesitate to just shoot us an email, shoot us a message or whatever, because I think that feedback is much needed and definitely much appreciated.
So let's go to you got the other episode card from last week.
This one's going to be a little interesting. I'm kind of curious to see where this one goes.
All right.
Talk about your favorite famous dead person. Favorite famous dead person.
Oh, hold on. Before we do that, so last week, that wasn't the initial card we drew, right?
No, it was like something.
It was the most trending topic.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you're right. So it was the most trending topic. We couldn't do that because.
Here's the problem. Billy and I subscribe to a certain. Shut up, woman. Billy and I subscribe to a certain type of media that is basically, we want to know how many of our enemies have died. And other than that, Billy and I, we don't watch Real Housewives of anything, flip-flop and renovation crap. We don't watch the real anything. We don't watch this person thinks that they're talented, but they're stupid. We don't watch any of that crap. So for us, the only 2 trending things were these number of terrorists are dead and people are still dying of COVID. And so we decided we're going to pick a new one.
Yeah, because it's just I'm like I said in the beginning, like we talked about, Hugh, I'm tired of hearing about I'm ready for this shit to be over, in the sense that I'm tired of hearing everyone else whine about it. It doesn't bother. See, I really don't feel it bothers the COVID quarantining, distancing shit bothers veterans by any means whatsoever. Mm-hmm. We're used to this shit.
Yeah.
We're used to not
if you want to talk about COVID, if we really want to talk about COVID, we just make fun of Kentucky.
Kentucky.
They're just providing I have like 3 friends that live in Kentucky, and the shit they post, I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are ripe for the picking.
We should send everyone else that we don't like. Again, sorry. I'm really sorry. The Purge theme started playing again, dude. It was just so.
Yeah. So I'm with you. So, anyways, the episode we decided, who is your most famous dead person? No, who's your favorite dead person? Who's your
favorite? Talk about your favorite famous dead person.
Okay. You want to go first? Oh,
you go.
Oh, Stan Lee, hands down.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm a comic book fan in general.
No, I know that.
Like I don't go to the cons or anything like that, but like I do a lot of reading. I watch a lot of the interviews. I always stay to the end of the movies. I even though I know it's fucking clickbait, comicbook.com, you assholes, never provide what your title says, but I always read it because I want to know. Man, when Stan Lee died, like that shit still hurts, honestly.
It was rough, dude. I loved his little cameo appearances.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic. In the one in Captain Marvel, which was his last one, was perfect. Oh,
when it was reading Mallrats.
Yes. So this is perfect because that means that Stan Lee exists in his own universe.
Yes.
Oh, it was great. It really was. I love Stan Lee, man, and the X-Men were created at the time that America was persecuting the gays, And he just created Spider-Man, which is about a nerd who gained the power to do good, and then he had Captain America, who on the issue of Captain America #1 was punching Hitler in the face. Like, he was just at the forefront of what America really
political incorrectness to get a true, genuine message out to the public. It was really was to give people hope.
When we were in a spiral, you could open up a comic book and feel better about things that were going on. And I have them somewhere here. I have like the definitive guide of characters in Marvel and like the big $200 bound thing. I love them, man. They're just a lot of fun. So it sucks that I have to say that he's dead and he's my favorite one, but
good. He was what, 95?
I want to say he was like 95 or 96. He was
up there.
Yeah.
Do you know someone who I want to fucking hear? What's up with Betty White? She's still alive?
Oh, yeah. Bro, if Betty White fucking dies, we're going to know about it. If Betty White fucking dies, the entire world is going to know about it. The Italians.
Taylor's mine, dude.
What?
Mine's Robin Williams.
Oh, that would be a good one, too.
Dude, he was just.
It's a good call. I'm a real big Robin Williams fan.
I was watching a. Oh, now I'm going to forget his name. Famous black comedian. Oh, my God. Before Eddie Murphy. Okay, so Richard Pryor had a show like the Chappelle Show before the Chappelle Show, and they were doing a skit on there about To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
About the trial.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and Robin Williams was like 19, dude, and he was the he was the lawyer.
Oh, nice.
So to see him, dude, he was like super skinny and in shape. But
back when he was young, before he
had that voice, that distinct voice.
He had a way with,
he was just
accents and with voices and characters and whatnot, man.
Absolutely, dude. I used to love watching his movies because it was even just watching him do an interview on a talk show because you didn't know what was going to come out of his mouth.
Oh yeah. I still have one of his CDs downstairs when he was like live on Broadway that I've had since like 2007.
But he was just a good human being.
Oh yeah, dude. Absolutely. I mean, like when he killed himself, man, I wasn't even the least bit. I was sad, but I wasn't surprised at all.
No, because it was. I could only imagine how stressful it was to keep up that level of
positivity and niceness and just genuine character.
Yeah, I could only imagine. It's the exact opposite of people are depressed. He almost in a sense had to fake the funk because that's what people.
That's absolutely what he did. Is he pretended for the sake of others until he couldn't do it anymore.
But he was big about doing stuff for the veterans too, like doing the shows and stuff like that, and going out for active.
Have you seen the video where he's at Iraq and Caps plays and he's afterwards he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, this is bullshit. Why didn't you guys tell me?
I don't know what's going on over there, but when you all turn around. That's a good one. It's like 6-7 minutes on YouTube. It's a good skit.
Oh, it was great. It was absolutely great. Absolutely great. But yeah, that's mine. Mine's Robin Williams, man. I mean, I have a list of people, but he's got to be the top one. The absolutely top one.
Good call. Good call. All right, so let's go ahead and pick our 2-episode cards for next week so that I can go ahead and do my research since I'm done with school. Mazel to me.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, just for this semester. Let's not get carried away here. With passion out the alcohol and whatnot. But I appreciate you nonetheless.
Hey, actually, real quick, just because I did an Asian voice is so horrible. Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, not yet. It's on my list. I haven't seen it yet.
There's Bruce Lee.
I've seen that clip where Bruce Lee gets fucked up by Brad Pitt's character.
No, where he says something to Brad Pitt. He goes, "My hands are considered lethal weapons.
Yeah.
If I kill anyone with them,
which means if I kill anyone, I go to jail.
If I kill anyone on accident, I'm going to go to jail." He goes, "Yeah. If anyone kills anyone on accident, I'm going to go to
jail." It's on my list to watch. It's on my list.
All right, Hugh, I got the cards as normal.
Ready?
Go.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for that card.
All right. Answer your business frequently answered questions. We don't have a business. Where are we doing that one?
Yeah, where are we doing that one?
We don't have our own business. All right.
That card.
My 3 favorite purchases this year.
Deal.
All right.
You ready? 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That one.
A live one-on-one coaching session.
A live one-on-one coaching set. I can do that.
We can do that.
I can do that. Yeah, for sure.
We can definitely
different topics, so we got to do different topics each. 5 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes. I can do 5, but I'll go to 10 if I do 5. 2
minutes. We should get Matt and Chris on here and do it today.
How not to be a hoarder.
Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you use that voice? That was
because if you're going to get a hoarder's attention, you have to be a hoarder. You have to get their attention. You have to get them roped in. They got to be looking at you, not at all their shit they're hoarding.
You sounded like a drunk midget with cerebral palsy. Like, what the?
Oh, man. You make jokes all you want to, but I have a guy on my first deployment. He got his first hand job from a chick with cerebral palsy.
Shut the fuck up.
Said it was the best one he ever had. That's what he alleges anyway.
Am I doing a good job?
Yeah, but you look like this when you do it.
I got
so many lawyers looking for pro bono work.
Jesus Christ.
Don't bring my name into this.
So sorry. All right, Hugh. So we're coming back on Thursday, right? Same time, 8:30.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
So anyone, as normal, if you want to be a guest, email us.
Mm-hmm.
We would love to have you on. If you just want to BS with us on camera, we would love to have you.
You don't have to talk about anything. You shoot the shit.
If you're scared, suck it the fuck up. It's fun times.
It is.
Also, don't forget to go to poddecks.com, enter Liberty Risk Podcast 2, save 10%. We get a little money back, goes back towards the podcast.
Yep.
And also some great gift, donation, all that good stuff, ideas that we're going to be having out. Because remember, tomorrow, check tomorrow for the post on how to win the Amazon gift card.
Yep.
So also remember to turn on your notifications for us, share, follow, and like the page immediately after this is done. Please go share the page to your page.
Helps us out.
It helps us out a lot. The more people share it, the more people see it, the more people sign up. All right. Also, as normal, me and Hugh are always here if you need to talk. The Veterans Crisis Line, 1-800-273-8255. Press 1.
Remember, that's for veterans is press 1.
Yes.
It is also 1-800-273-8255 is the national crisis hotline as well. So those of you that are watching and are not veterans, it is the same number. We just want you guys to be aware. Sorry, I kicked my camera. I just want you guys to be aware. So press 1 if you're a veteran. I assume it's press 2 if you're not, but they'll tell you in the prompt.
Coronavirus, go home. You're drunk.
Yeah, seriously, this is fucking retarded.
So finished and
I'm so
done with
fucking
this.
done with the corona. The Rona.
Yes, Meg. Do that shit now.
Do it, Meg. You have nothing else going on with your life.
Please share it, Meg. Please.
Meg, you live up in Jersey. You have nothing else to do.
Why would you do that? The armpit of the U.S.
Yep, right. All right, Billy. I'll see you on Thursday, buddy.
Thursday, 8:30, Hugh. I will see you then, bro.
Be here, be square.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Bye, guys.